Please wanna see some more?
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's complete right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Smith. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Give now to the running back. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Raiders getting their first shot inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying the right side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Another carry for him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So that brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. He's on the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on 3rd down and finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. This ball's caught by Pickens. That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State, good for a chunk of yards and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Still sticking with the passing game. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Running back sent in motion. From the 16. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Holding left side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Smith. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. They run it from the gun with Chubb. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. It's caught Metcalf. It's a pickup up 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Chubb running out of the gun. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. George Pickens the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returnable from the 1. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers are stopped a little inside the 30. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now Now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
This one falls incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now it's second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Chubb. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and give points on the ensuing drive. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Complete here to Bowers. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders are on the move here. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now give left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And the Steelers go in nickel. Third down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. N.G.K. Metcalf, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Roman Wilson reels it in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. That's incomplete left side.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Quick throw left side complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
Right here, one time. Defense.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you. as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Chubb. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Evan White hauls him down. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They give inside to Chubb. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Dropping back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They're going to run for it with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Again, it's Chubb. Has a big hole left. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing is Smith. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun, Smith. Completed to his running back. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Smith setting the throw. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They'll run for this. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Smith on 1st down. He's got a man left. He's got a gain of 6 there. N.G.K. Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Smith. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. He gets another shot here. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Smith. Setting up the running back screen. He has the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's caught Metcalf. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Steeler football. If they can hold this lead, they'll continue this postseason run. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing it again here. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a 1st. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Down to the 10. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throwing now from the gun. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 33 on 2nd down. Got a man, Bowers has it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun here. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Pass play now. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. –  2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. It's 2nd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. It's a N.G.K. Metcalf touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Steelers keep running away with this. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Trying to set this up quick. Back to the well again. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Blitz coming for Smith. And they pick him off again. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.